Many may have heard thrilling stories and tales about the Queen Mary, but may not truly know how haunted it is. Make sure to schedule time to see the Queen Mary Hotel if you ever embark on a cruise that starts or ends in Long Beach, California. The Queen Mary was converted into a hotel and is permanently berthed in Long Beach, California. But don't be fooled by its lavish exterior. It's also one of the most haunted hotels in America. The RMS Queen Mary did not overnight become the most haunted ship in the world. Series of thrilling events took place, and that's why it's the most haunted. Want to know more? Then sit back and relax, but don't turn off the lights, because this is about to be a chilling ride. The Queen Mary embarked on her maiden trip from England on a bright day in 1936. She provided only the best services, including opulent dining rooms, swimming pools, daily radio broadcasts, kennels for the dogs of the guests, a children's nursery, and even a hospital. She was also quick. She could make the trip from England to New York in 4 days thanks to her top speed of 32 knots. The recently amalgamated Cunard White Star Line, her parent firm, was in dire need of success. The Great Depression had caused Cunard to go bankrupt, and the Titanic and Britannic left lasting scars on the White Star Line. It seems that their luck had finally changed as their fates depended on the Mary. From 1938 through 1952, the RMS Queen Mary, which hosted monarchs as well as celebrities and politicians, dominated transatlantic travel. Yet chaos reigned throughout the earth. The renowned ocean liner was converted into a military transport ship at the start of World War II and transported between 5,000 and 15,000 soldiers around the globe, and that's when things started to go gloomy. About 100 ghosts are said to haunt the ship, the most notorious of which is Stateroom B340's ghost, where paranormal activity is so frequent and powerful that some crew members won't enter. Everybody seems to have a different legend about the person or thing that haunts the space. There, Walter J. Adamson, a third-class traveler, unexpectedly passed away in 1948. Is the location haunted by his ghost, or did the ghost kill him? Another source claimed that after a guy murdered 2 women in the 1960s, faculty members locked him in his third classroom. He started banging on the door throughout the night, yelling for the guard to come inside because he thought something was in the room with him. They discovered his gory, disfigured body when they opened the door in the morning. He had been torn to pieces. 3 third-class cabins were united to make one bigger hotel room, B340, when the ship was withdrawn in 1967. Soon after, visitors started reporting strange occurrences. One woman reported being awakened in the middle of the night when her bed covers were torn off. Then she noticed a man standing over the bed's end. Some reported hearing phantom voices and the faucets turning on by themselves. Since the ship received so many unfavorable reviews during the 1970s, B340 was off limits to the general public for more than 30 years. In 2018, it reopened as a haunted attraction, but the key is accompanied by a stern warning. Even the captain at the moment is too afraid to enter. During an emergency drill, John Petter, a young crew member, was crushed by a door. Another person perished after consuming gin that was actually cleaning solution. The rest passed away naturally, the official records indicate. Prior to the Queen Mary's retirement, however, hundreds more people are alleged to have perished aboard or at the hands of her. The ship was enlisted in the military in 1939. Britain was correct in their assumption that her size and speed would protect her from German U-boats. Adolf Hitler allegedly offered a reward of $250,000 to any submarine skipper who could successfully sink her. Yet the effectiveness of the Queen Mary had a price. She was frequently forced to jam 15,000 soldiers into places intended for only 2,200 passengers, pushing her to the breaking point. She had all the expensive furnishings and amenities taken away to make more room. Her portholes were blacked out and welded shut, and her dazzling smokestacks were painted a navy gray color. Because of all these tragedies and thrilling events, she was given a nickname, Before we go on, hit the like and subscribe button on your screen, and do not forget to turn on post notifications by hitting the tiny bell icon on the screen. All set? Let's go. Grey Ghost became her moniker as a result of the transformation. In the summer, soldiers alternated between sleeping in bunks below deck and sleeping shoulder to shoulder above deck. The cabins became oppressively hot due to a lack of airflow, and due to heat fatigue, some soldiers perished. Others abandoned ship. The Queen Mary wasn't a fancy cruise ship anymore. It was hell. The employees reportedly went partially insane as well, according to legend. There's a fairly horrifying tale that the galley staff imprisoned the chef in his own oven one night and cooked him alive. There are no records of the chef's passing, but there's strong proof that the Mary caused the deaths of nearly 300 men. The famous ship struck a considerably smaller cruiser, HMS Curaçao, inadvertently in October 1942 as she was being escorted along the Irish coast. The 82,000-ton ship made a mistake and rammed into the Curaçao when it was zigzagging in front of the Mary in an effort to deflect any prospective missile attacks, shattering it in two. The crew lost some members instantly. In the icy water, other people perished from cold or drowning. Since stopping to rescue them would have endangered the thousands of soldiers on board, the Mary never halted, and an estimated 329 men perished as a result. Until the war's end, which came 3 years later, the truth about what transpired remained hidden. The Queen Mary had just finished a 10-month refurbishment that had completely removed any signs of military existence. The dining rooms, cabins, and exquisite china and furniture collections all received a return visit. She was prepared to enchant the wealthy. The former first-class swimming pool, boiler room number 4, and the entryway where John Petter sadly died during an emergency drill are among the other ghostly locations. Blue coveralls are a common sighting for Petter's ghosts. On occasion, he may rush up behind individuals while whistling as if to warn them. He may also inquire of visitors if they have seen his wrench. He's gone when they turn to face him again. The Queen Mary is the most haunted ship in the world, according to the sheer volume of paranormal activity that takes place there, and it draws just as many paranormal enthusiasts as history fans. Even in broad daylight, Mary still exudes a sinister aura. The ship is a relic from another time. The booming ocean liner business has completely disappeared by the 1960s, as commercial aviation had replaced ships as the predominant mode of transportation. Transatlantic travel had passed its heyday. The Mary still appears magnificent and beautiful, with the exception of a few contemporary additions. Due to the enormous quantity of mixed woods used during construction, it is referred to as the Ship of Woods. You might experience the same thrill of exhilaration that swept over passengers the day it was launched as you approach its enormous black hull. The Queen Mary was still innocent and full of hope that May morning. Yet right now, the evil on board this haunting ship outweighs the good. The RMS Queen Mary has been marred by battle, and neither time nor reconstruction can bury its sinister secrets. The number of reports of the ghostly apparitions haunting the Queen Mary ship has grown significantly over time. The Queen Mary ship, a once premium ocean liner that crossed the North Atlantic Ocean between the 1930s and 1960s, is now a well-known global tourist destination because of its history of ferrying people, as well as the alleged presence of ghosts who are said to be within and haunt it. In 1936, the opulent Queen Mary luxury liner set sail on her maiden journey from Southampton, England, to Cherbourg, France, and New York, USA. When it came to World War II, the Queen Mary ship prioritized transporting troops over serving tourists. The Queen Mary ship, the fastest vessel of its time that could grow to be up to 1,000 feet long, made its final journey in 1967 and has been permanently parked at Long Beach, California as a popular tourist destination. Which of the haunted rooms do you think you can spend the night in for $1 million? Let's discuss in the comments below. And that brings us to the end of today's segment. Have you enjoyed this video? Give it a thumbs up and tell us just how much you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you can do that now for 10 years of good luck. Try it, it really works. Also, turn on the notifications for this channel so you don't miss out on premium content. Till next time.